Yes, I thought, like, I did watch it, but I didn't watch it kind of to think, okay, I might still be going in there. Like, I didn't watch it like that at all, and I watched it when I could, but a lot of the time I wasn't home.
Have you watched other series?
No.
So what made you want to go into the house?
I heard so many wonderful things about it, and I heard it was heaps of fun, and you know, a good opportunity. And also, I had some things that I wanted to achieve by being in there. You know, global warming awareness and water restrictions and all that kind of thing. Like, I wanted to bring awareness to that, but Big Brother's done a great job by making an environmental house, so he's done alone a great job.
Yeah, it was already happening.
Yeah.
So, you went in as an intruder. Did you have a plan? Did you think, how am I going to get these people to like me when they're already territorial and I'll be competing for the prize?
I didn't, as I said, I didn't want to judge anyone before I went in, because I think that's really, you can't do that. You don't know what's shown and what isn't, basically. So I didn't want to judge anyone before I went in. I actually acted quite different to how I thought I would act. More of my grumpy side came out than I thought.
Yeah, because when you were in there, if we just look at it week by week, the first week, let's have a look, because you yourself said you became a bit of a whinger. Yeah. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've got a feeling I'm going to be the person everyone loves to hate.
Why?
Because of whinge. Just if you're going to turn the tap on, maybe just turn it on like that, because you don't need a full water just to wash out the sink. I'm not saying I want to get out of it, I'm just saying I'm tired. Tea towel wasn't clean last night when Billy was drying, so everything smells like dirty dish rag. Can we just go easy on the chilli if possible, or just take a bit out for me before you put the chilli in? How much does somebody whinge in here? You right? I'm hungry. I don't want that shit off mine.
Why are you asking up for, man? It's just breakfast.
This day is just getting better. Like, the hardest thing is doing what I'm doing. Like, I can hear myself whinging and I can hear it coming out of my mouth. It's like being in a bad dream where you want to run away but you can't.
So, like, you went into the house all happy and wholesome, and then suddenly, what was that, like little girl behaviour?
Oh, it was. Like, I whinge, like, 24/7. I heard, and that's the thing, like I said, I could hear myself whinging, but I just...
Why? Why did you do that?
I don't know, and that was the most frustrating thing, and why I kept on becoming more aggravated was that I was whinging and I didn't like it, and I just kept on pushing myself further to being angrier and angrier just because of the way I was behaving.
But your journey was much longer than that. That was the first week, and you were a whinger and you were driving yourself and everybody else mad with that. But then you had this weird second week because you went into the house with Daniela, and it was decided, okay, the two of you would share that bond and try and do something each day.
Yeah.
And then that turned into a situation of conflict, and if I can use the word, accusing each other of bitchiness. So let's have a look at that next chapter.
Oh, yay.
The only person was Emma. For some reason I was like, nah, she can't be a bitch. I'll be nice to her.
She thought that you were a bitch. You don't get along with Andrew at all?
I think he is playing the game.
And I said, Andrew, and she's like, yep, he's very smart. I think he is playing the game. Coming in here, I said, whatever I'm going to do, I'm not going to bitch. She bitched to me about two people in particular, and I said something to them, and I shouldn't have. I, felt really guilty about the bitching, but yeah.
I have confided in you, I have vented to you because I felt like you were the only person that I could trust.
In the end, I have to answer to myself. When this is all over, I have to answer to myself, and I feel that I've been going against my morals and against what I believe in, and I don't like the person that I've becoming here. Far out.
Why do you say far out?
I'm just glad that other people saw that I was battling too, because I thought that it might just be coming out as this bitch, but not... Was I not going to say that?
No, you can say that.
Say that. But, like, not seeing the other side, that I really didn't want to be that way in a lot of ways.
It was such a conflict for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's almost like your instincts were saying, do whatever you can to protect yourself. And Emma seemed to be strong in the house, so maybe give her some information or divulge something. Because information in a situation like that is currency, isn't it?
It
can
is,
give you power.
Yeah.
And then you did that, and you knew that we could all tell that you were lying to Daniela.
Oh, yeah, and I knew that she knew I was lying too.
So you were just like doing this dumb lie that the whole of Australia could see and the person you were lying to. And were you just like waiting to get busted?
Yeah, I was trying to keep the peace too. Like, I knew if I told her, like, she started acting different to me straight away anyway, because she knew I knew that she knew, and however that said.
And that we knew,
but,
and
yeah. But like, basically I knew that she'd come out here and she'd see that as well, but she'd also hopefully see that, you know, out of respect for her, like, we were still fighting this week when I nominated, but I didn't want to nominate her because I felt really bad about lying to her as well. And there were certain things that I'm sure she'll see later on as well.
Yes, she will. She absolutely will. But at this point, after the first week and the second week, the week of whinging and then the week of agonising over bitching, it really felt that you might have felt you were completely out of your depth. But the story gets positive, which you'll be pleased to hear. We're going to take a break, and after the break, we'll talk tuning in, dropping out, and turning off the tap with Laura.
Laura, talking without your microphone on. It's a $1 fine for the weekly shopping budget.
Laura, for speaking without your microphone, you were fined $2.
Laura, talking without your microphone on. It's a $1 fine.
Laura, you are not wearing your microphone. That is a $1 fine. Laura, you are not wearing your microphone. That is a $1 fine.
How many photos did you take?
7.
Big Brother is fining you $1 each photo took.
Oh, no. It's not funny.
Seems like when you get a fine, you don't care. I say sorry, okay?
You don't care. Just say it. It's a cold sorry. Like, next one you go, oh, it's another one.
I don't see you guys acting any differently when you get fines. I've seen you this week.
We're not trying to have an attack on you. Just say, yeah, you'll take it on board and then it'll be done.
Yes,
I'll take it on board,
but
guys.
take it on board, and that's what we want.
You can go on to bed. You guys suck.
So, fabulous journey so far. First of all, you were whinging, which of course puts people offside. And then there was the bitching, which of course gets other people offside, because when two intruders go in, people in the house always decide to like one more than the other.
I just gave them help.
And then you started apparently not caring about the fines. Did you care about them?
No.
Now, why didn't you care about them? Because you know that for every fine you get, that comes off everybody's shopping budget.
It's not that I didn't care, it's just that how unnatural is it to be wearing a microphone? Like, you just don't think about that kind of thing. And I just thought it was really funny that I got fined for not having one on when it's just such a weird thing to have on. Like, it wasn't that I don't care. Like, I think that they deserve the food and everything like that, even though Travis has really done no good this week. But, they do deserve the money they have.
The 7 photos, like that wasn't anything to do with microphones. What was that about? Was that just you having a silly time?
Don't you ever get drunk and take pictures on your phone or anything? No?
I try and avoid doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right, you do it.
So, were you aware of being part of a community and that your behaviour impacted on everyone else, or did you feel so removed from everyone that you didn't feel part of the team?
I think it was just, I didn't get it the whole time I was there. Like, I really didn't understand the whole being watched thing. Like, I didn't, and every time that I got a fine or something, it was like, what's that? How did they know I didn't have that on? And I guess, it was, what was the question again?
Don't worry. I think one of the things when you're in the house is that you actually can't see any cameras.
No, you can't see anything, and you just don't, I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't.
But then you faced what I can only imagine was one of the worst experiences someone could face in a communal living environment where it's you against everybody else. What was that like?
I really felt that if there was one thing I learnt in the house, that was something I would never have done on the outside. And so even though it was a really horrible situation to be in, facing that was a really strong point for me.
Well, the first stage, of course, was facing it with them all telling you what was wrong with your behaviour. And your response to that was, you suck, and I'm going to go to the room and...
Toilet.
Then you went to the bathroom with your doona.
I knew I was going to be in there a while.
Hygienic thing to do. Is that habitual behaviour for you, or was that just spontaneous creativity?
Well, I didn't have a magazine, so I thought...
Okay, and you know all of that's being covered, all of it's being watched by cameras.
Well, I didn't think that the toilet was at the time.